We want to talk about skincare. If you want your skin to look good and feel healthy this holiday season, listen up because Dr. Azadeh Shirazi, also she goes by Dr. Ozzy, is here in studio from La Jolla Dermatology and Laser Surgery Center, here with some holiday skin tips. Always great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
And I love the fact that we're talking about this because we're in the middle of December. The holidays are here.
They're in full swing.
We're eating all sorts of sweet things. We're drinking all of these holiday cocktails. But what you're consuming can actually affect your skin.
Absolutely.
Tell me about this.
Well, you know, let's be honest, this time of the year, we really love all those delicious treats. It's one of the best parts of the holidays. We're going to a lot of these holiday gatherings. And so let's talk about sugar and what it does to the skin. Have you heard of glycation? You may have heard of glycation. It's a phenomenon that happens when we overconsume sugar. These sugars will bind to important structures in our skin, like collagen and elastin, you know, the things that help keep our skin tight and youthful.
Yes.
Well, they can no longer function like they normally do when this glycation happens with them. So I usually recommend if you feel like you're having a tough time controlling your sweet tooth, indulge in some berries because berries have a lot of antioxidants that help protect your complexion but also help repair some of the damage.
Right.
The other thing the sugars do is that they make you actually more prone and vulnerable to things like sun damage, pollution, smoking. So there's a lot of different reasons why we should really watch all those delicious treats this time of year.
I'm so glad you're reminding us of this. I mean, you know, and you're not saying don't or avoid, all in moderation, but if there's an option to reach for those raspberries or blueberries, do that, right?
Go for the berries.
The other thing I wanted to ask you, which I think is so important, as women, sometimes we go to these holiday functions, we're so tired afterward.
I know.
Some of us just crash without taking our makeup off.
I know.
That's a big no-no, right?
Night. Yeah, you go to a holiday party, maybe you've had a couple of drinks and you're tired. So the last thing you want to do is wash your face, right? So what I do, I keep a couple of different types of wipes on my nightstand. And I tend to have discoloration and breakouts, so I use the Skin Bright to help take off my foundation. And then I love these Kopari wipes. They have coconut oil, so they're great at removing eye makeup.
Oh, let me see.
So they're really soft and very, almost, you know, they're oil-based, so they're great at removing mascara, eyeshadow. And then these are also readily available at any drugstore.
Oh yeah, the wipes,
Neutrogena,
the makeup
these are
wipes,
very popular. So I suggest you put them on your nightstand, and you know, even if you don't wash your face, at least you can get some of that, you know, exfoliation.
That's probably like the worst thing to say someone like yourself, like an actual dermatologist.
I am guilty. I've been there, which is why I have a couple of different options on my nightstand.
Okay, that's great advice. And lastly, it kind of goes back to what you're talking about when you mentioned holiday treats, but also the drinking. I want to go back to that for just a second because you know, when you're consuming beverages, these holiday cocktails and the alcohol, it's going to make you dehydrated.
Absolutely.
That too affects your skin, you're saying.
Absolutely. So I recommend hydrating before you go to these parties where you might have some cocktails or some drinks. And then when you get home, drink a bottle of water before bedtime. The other thing with alcohol that I want to make it a point, because it is the time of season where people are probably consuming more than they normally would just because of all the social festivities. But alcohol actually breaks down into a molecule called acetaldehyde in our bodies. And acetaldehyde causes a lot of flushing and blushing, which can flare up your rosacea, your acne. The other thing it does is it causes these free radicals that damage the genetics of your skin, and they can break down your collagen and elastin. They can cause inflammation. So they can really accelerate your skin aging. So I usually say, you know, go for that wine spritzer that has less alcohol content, is a little more hydrating, or opt for, you know, a water or a sparkling water in between the cocktails you're consuming, just so you're giving your body time to remove the toxins in the acetaldehyde.
Such great advice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
She's here once again to the rescue to make sure that our skin is healthy this holiday season. We appreciate it, Dr.
Yes,
Ozzy.
thank you. Thanks for having me.